Pro Tools, Fruity Loops, Logic, Reaper. Which DAW should you choose? That's coming up on Music Production Simplified. Welcome to Music Production Simplified. I'm Jesse Hafmeister, and I'm here to help you create a more productive workflow by optimizing your brain. Because when you think right, you act right. So we're going to be talking about which DAW should you be choosing, and pretty much the simple answer I have for you is just pick one. It really doesn't matter. For the most part, they pretty much all look relatively the same, except for maybe Ableton. Ableton has an interesting look, and there's, certain Ableton Live controllers that work with it. And I use Reaper, and I find that it's the most affordable option. I suggest that anybody who's getting into music production just go with Reaper just because of its cost. It's like $60 for an actual standard license, and that's even for small business use, And yeah, I mean, it's just full featured, and yet at an affordable rate. I mean, usually you don't find those things two in tandem together, but in this case it is. And so with also Reaper, you have themes. You can have a Logic theme or a Fruity Loops theme or whatever, or a Pro Tools theme. People have different custom themes you can download online. I think you find them on the website. I think that's where I found one theme that I used. But sometimes I just use the basic one. But guys, I mean, it's all the same. They all have timelines. They all have record, stop, play, pause. I mean, those are the most fundamental things that you need in a DAW, and every DAW has one of those. So don't get too carried away with this DAW or that DAW, or I gotta use Logic because it's a Mac thing, or I gotta use Pro Tools because that's what the professionals use. Guys, like that's like old news. Independent musicians don't need that. And even I would say professional musicians don't need that either. And people still feel like they're stuck to this idea that this overpriced DAW, which does the same thing as every other DAW, but yet costs thousands of dollars for the full features. I mean, like Reaper comes with its own built-in plugins, and they're fine. I mean, they're not pretty to look at, but they're something, and they work, right? So I mean, that's what's important. Of course, it is nice to have something visually appealing to look at, but at the end of the day, guys, it's a DAW. It's a digital audio workstation, and it does the same job as pretty much any other DAW. So don't get too caught up in this and doing all this research and feel like you need to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars to get the right tool. I mean, just go with something. It's better to have something than nothing. Don't get stuck in this analysis paralysis. With there's so many choices, you don't know what to pick. I mean, gosh, I hate like seeing people get stuck in this stuff because I struggle with this too, not nearly as much as I used to. And I don't want you to get stuck there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in to the Music Production Simplified YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey, if you liked this video, would you mind leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification? It helps this channel grow and helps me be able to create more content for you guys. And if you want me to cover something specific, let me know in the comment section down below. If you'd like to take your music journey and career even further, I created a free PDF guide on how to create a more productive workflow by optimizing your brain and the top 10 ways to do that. It'll be right here or in the description below.